Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles, along with a knowledgeable and helpful sales staff. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
We want to welcome you back here to 93.7 KKRL, tonight's coverage of Kuemper Knights baseball. We're joined here by Mason Knerl, the pitcher tonight for the Knights. Mason, again, congratulations on at least the Game 2 win here tonight. Must feel great to get that win, especially after that rain delay.
Yeah, that was pretty good. After coming off that rain delay, I was a little stiff, and after that, I came off pretty good.
Before we talk about Game 2, let's talk about Game 1. 6-2 loss to St. Albert. Again, they're the defending Class 1A state champions. Talk to me about the mindset coming into that Game 1.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be tough, and we just had to play our best.
Talk to me just about the Game 2. They let up a lot of guys on the bags, and especially there in Game 2 as well. So how did you guys kind of approach them in Game 1?
In Game 1, we just had to hit the ball, and we've been struggling a little bit these past couple of games, so that was our main focus, to make sure we get on base and hit the ball.
Talk to me what it's been like this season. It's been a little bit wet this season. Some games have been postponed. So what has that kind of been like preparing for these games? Has it been kind of a struggle?
Not really, and we've been just trying to do our best with what we can do.
Absolutely. Talk about that Game 2. You get on the mound, you start pitching a little bit. What did you see? Did you see anything different in Game 2 compared to Game 1 from St. Albert?
No, not really, but I just got up there, pitched my best, throw strikes like I do.
Absolutely. Talk to me about the mindset in Game 2. Obviously, you get up into that fourth inning. You guys are holding on to that lead. What's some of the things that Coach Randy Snyder's talking to you guys about?
He's just saying, to me, he told me just throw strikes and let your players behind you make plays and do your best.
Absolutely. And then obviously you get to that rain delay and you said you needed to stay in focus, you needed to keep on going. What are some things you're doing during that rain delay to stay in focus?
I just try to not be too active and do any dumb stuff. But after that, I do a little catch play and go in the bullpen again.
Absolutely. 40 minutes is a long time to wait for a game to resume, but you guys get back at it, and obviously the biggest moment, Kolby Lampman hitting that 2 RBI single. Talk to me about the emotions in the dugout at that point.
We were just all so hyped, and we were hitting the ball good at that point, and that just finished it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, congrats on that gritty Game 2 win. You split the series tonight. You get Dennis and Slushwood coming up tonight. Any thoughts on them?
Well, we have Logan Siebnauer pitching, and he's been doing pretty good this season. He's been shoving it, and we just come at it like any other game.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, Mason, congratulations. Game 2 win. We'll switch stuff up. We'll take a quick break here on 93.7 KKRL. We'll come on back with some more interviews in 1 minute.
Thank you.
Want to welcome you back here to the Mackey Motors post-game show here on 93.7 KKRL. Now joined by Kolby Lampman, kind of the hero of game number 2. Kolby, thanks so much for joining us. Kind of a good game back and forth in that Game 2, but I want to talk about Game 1 real quick. 6-2 loss to St. Albert. They leave a lot of guys on the bags. What was kind of the focus and the mentality going into that Game 1?
Well, we don't really like to lose to St. Albert, and I'm sure they don't like to lose to us. And so we were definitely a little down, and we had to pick ourselves up and come back and go get the next one, so we did not want to lose that one.
What were some things you were talking to guys about after that Game 1? Obviously, they win it. What are some things you're talking to yourself about, or what are some adjustments you made in that Game 2?
Well, we need to hit the ball better because we need to score more than 2 runs to win the game. And they're a good squad too. They got pretty good pitching, and so we just need to bounce back and really hit the ball.
What was going better for you guys in that Game 2?
Well, Knerl threw a really good game for us, so that helped a lot. And then defense really stepped up, and we hit the ball pretty well in the right situations and came out with the win.
Talk to me just about the strategy on offense, because I thought you guys played very smart on offense. You sacrificed some hits, got some runners home. What was sort of the strategy going into that Game 2?
Well, we've been trying to be really fundamental lately, making a lot of good calls to really score the runner and make sure that if we got guys on base, they are coming across the plate to score. So.
Absolutely. Game 2 featured that rain delay, 40 minutes or so for that rain delay. What are some things you're doing to get back into the swing of the game?
Yeah, it's not our first rain delay, so, we kind of focused up after that, and coaches had a talk with us, playing catch, staying loose.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of waiting to get back on the field. It sucks having rain delay, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then coming back from it, I think both teams are just kind of trying to get back into the swing of things. Biggest moment, of course, is your two RBI single you hit there. What did you see from that pitch?
Well, I missed the first one, so I looked back at Coach, and he's like, come on, hit the ball. So I just I stepped back in there with confidence and made sure I got that hit and scored the 2 runs. So
Absolutely. A little bit of a pitching change coming into the top of the 7th. Had a little bit of a scare there. St. Albert scores 2. So what was kind of the idea coming into that top of the 7th with those 2 runs scored?
Yeah, so they actually got 2 guys on base right away, which scared us a little bit, but we knew those guys didn't matter. We just wanted to get the guy that was on first. We didn't want to let him get to second, so that definitely was our, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys split a doubleheader with the defending Class 1A state champions. You get a little bit of, I don't want to say like a break, but you guys get Denison Slush Week. They're kind of on a 3-8 record right now. What's the thought process coming into that game?
Yeah, well, right now we're sitting 2-2 in the Hawkeye 10, I believe. So not the start we were looking for, but we're trying to bounce back and get back into the rhythm of things here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Kolby, once again, congratulations on that Game 2 win. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll switch the mic over to Mr. Randy Snyder, I believe. So once again, we'll switch over the microphones, get things ready as the sun has set here in beautiful and historic Merchants Park. Randy Snyder, for the first time this season, joining me here on the Mackey Motors post-game show. Randy, again, congratulations on that Game 2 victory. Tough loss in Game 1, but talk to me just about this game against St. Albert, Game 1 and Game 2.
Well, the series, it's always a close game with them. They're real well coached. We came out a little flat, I thought, the first game. We haven't been hitting the ball very particularly well, but we got a pretty good pitching performance, I thought, from Putney, and he kept us in the game. We just could not get bases loaded and nobody out. We couldn't get a run across there, so that was kind of disappointing. But second game, the guys saw how resilient they are. They bounced back and come up with a nice win there. And you just talked to Kolby Lampman, the big 2-out hit there, and the way Mason Knerl pitched very well for us and really evolving very well for us as a future pitcher for us.
I really thought you guys played smart baseball here today. You got guys, you created runs, you got guys across the plate. Talk to me just about the scheme coming into Game 2. 6-2, obviously, like Lampman said, you're not going to win a game with 2 runs. So what was the strategy coming into Game 2 against St. Albert?
Well, we just need to get more runners and get that timely hit like we did, and try and outlast their first pitcher as much as possible. He threw a lot of pitches. Our guy was a little more efficient second game, and that was pretty much the tail of the tape. And the more you see, the more pitches you see, the more confidence you get at the plate, and you have a better rep. So, it takes a little bit for our guys to get going once in a while. The first game was, like I said, kind of disappointing effort-wise, but we're just asking them to put in a little more work, invest a little more. When we do the practice stuff and all the fundamental stuff, to really focus in, because there was times tonight that when it came up and we weren't locked in enough really to execute that certain part of it. So, but very proud of the boys. It's a long week. We're playing 6 this week. This is the second one. We've got 3 more left this week, and we'll see how many we can get.
Absolutely, and obviously coming out from that rain delay, that's tough too, because you have to keep your guys focused in the game, in a rhythm. What are some things you practice with you guys during rain delays to keep them focused and in the game?
Well, it's just a time to, you don't know if you're going back out, you don't know if you are or you're not, but, the guys got to stay focused. They go back in the room and they lock in and, just try to stay loose, stay focused. I guess coming out, I was really proud of how they were able to reload and get ready to go again. So, that's always tough for any coach, try to get your guys to lock in. But, they showed a lot of resiliency, and, we beat a very good ball club tonight. So, we'll move on and we'll get done since last week on Thursday.
Yeah. And you also mentioned it too. Knerl pitched a very good game here tonight. Decision to change him out for Heinrichs in the 7th. He did the same in Game 1. Talk to me about that decision, and talk to me about that mound visit you had with 2 guys who scored, having the decision to keep Heinrichs on the hill.
Well, it was just one of them things. We had to pull Knerl because of pitch count. He's just a freshman, so he gets to go to 90. We got him up to 80, and Heinrichs is very good to follow anybody that throws with any kind of smoke. And he can wiggle the ball around. It was just he's just a good match to put behind him. And like I said, Knerl had very good command tonight. He had his breaking ball going, kept him off stride. Every once in a while, we just ask him to hit the bat, and we'll try to go make a play for him. So, very good. And as far as the mound visit goes, it's just one of them things. We just try to keep him, loose. It's just baseball game. They
Yeah.
get a little too tight, and think that the world's going to end if they don't make a play. So, we just try to get them to refocus, and get them to reload a little bit. They're just kids. They got to remind them that ourselves that they're kids and they're out here to have a good time.
Absolutely. One more thing for you, Coach. Talk about that Denison Slushwood game. They're on a little bit of a skid this season, 3-6 overall from what I saw. What's the thought process coming into that game?
Well, they'll throw their best pitcher at us. That's what we always get out of Denison, and it's always close. They play us very hard. It's a rivalry that's been going on for a long time. Coach does a nice job over there. He'll have his guys ready. I know they had some kids that didn't come out last minute for him, but as the year goes on, he gets his guys to play real hard, and that's just the game we got to get ready to go. We can't look at records and expect it for it to be easy, because then otherwise we're playing down to someone's level, and we need to start playing to our level and really push the tape a little bit.
Absolutely. Great game to win here today. Thanks for joining us, and good luck against Denison coming up tomorrow.
Well, thanks for having us, and thanks for covering us, staying out late.